It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. It is better to light one small candle than to curse the darkness. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not is a fool for life. Everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it. Study the past if you would define the future. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. It does not matter how tall you are, but how well you stand tall. The cautious seldom err. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. The man who is too busy to read is never likely to lead. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. The man who does not know what he is capable of will never achieve more than he has. By three methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Things that are done, it is needless to speak about. Things that are past, it is needless to blame. To be wrong is nothing unless you remember it afterwards. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of its officials. It does not matter how talented you are. If you do not persist and work hard, you will not succeed. The wise find pleasure in water. The virtuous find pleasure in hills. The wise are active. The virtuous are tranquil. The wise are joyful. The virtuous are long-lived. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. If your plan is for 1 year, plant trees. If your plan is for 10 years, plant trees. If your plan is for 100 years, educate humanity. The noble-minded are calm and steady. Little people are forever fussing and fretting. The wise find pleasure in solitude. The virtuous find pleasure in the company of others. It is not what you do, but how you do it that matters. You make a mistake and do not correct it. This is called a mistake. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. To see what is right and not do it is the worst cowardice. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. It does not matter how rich you are or how powerful you are. If you do not have integrity, you have nothing. The faults of a superior man are like the sun and moon. They have their faults, and everyone sees them. They change and everyone looks up to them. The man who seeks revenge should remember to dig 2 graves. A true gentleman is one who has set his heart upon the way. A fellow who is ashamed merely of shabby clothing or modest meals is not even worth conversing with. The wise find pleasure in learning. The virtuous find pleasure in teaching. The willow submits to the wind and prospers until one day it is many willows a wall against the wind. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. What you do not wish for yourself, do not do to others. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. To be able to practice 5 things everywhere under heaven constitutes perfect virtue: gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. The wise find pleasure in understanding. The virtuous find pleasure in benevolence. The cautious seldom make mistakes. In a conflict between the heart and the head, follow your heart. The man who does not know life's purpose is like a ship without a rudder. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large.